Hey, this is Notser, and this is the Tier 9 Soviet cruiser Dmitri Donskoi. It has 12 180mm guns, 10 torpedoes, 67 AA defense rating, a surface detect of 12.3 kilometers top speed, 36 knots, total health 43,400. For my modules, reduced crit chance on main armament, improved aiming accuracy, improved rate of fire, reduce the chance of flood and fire, faster rudder shift, concealment. For my commander, basic survivability, expert marksman, superintendent, demolition expert, and concealment again. We are on the map Hotspot, and it's been a while since I've been in the ship, right? 4 months, give or take. And there's a really good reason for that. It is a tough ship to play. It just performs sluggishly. Turn, terrible. Huge turn radius. The rudder, very slow. That's why I'm using the faster rudder shift. Normally, I give it a try with acceleration for my cruisers to see how well that works out, and it didn't work out very well. I am trying to use this island to screen my ship, and I'm engaging this enemy North Carolina that's just a little bit too far to the eastern side of the map. We set him on fire. He aggressively puts it out. I set him on fire again. He is still immune from damage control, and we don't have a clear shot anymore. He didn't have a clear shot either. And that is definitely 100% by design. You have to manipulate every single engagement to have a chance. The heavy cruisers, the battleships, they're all really accurate. They all know what to look for. Well, most of them, okay? I can't say all of them are good players, but a lot of players know where to fire for the most impact on a ship now. It's not the same way. Every month, it is very obvious that the skill level, just in general, goes up. We do have people who lag behind, but in general, people will punish you. And rightfully so, they should do exactly that. The game is sort of designed around the idea that you make one bad mistake, there's time for the enemy to exploit it. And I tried to exploit the fact that this enemy, Run, was showing a lot of his side. Unfortunately, he avoided the HE salvo. The AP salvo that I eventually switched to is completely ineffective when the target is facing me. Now, he has to decide, am I going to go into the island area, or am I going to turn south and avoid the islands completely? He's going to avoid the islands completely, but I will be given a perfect broadside in this situation, and we do get 9,400 points of damage, no citadel, 6 overpin, and I don't have a shot at him. Friendly Fletcher is dealing with him. He probably has hydroacoustic up, or a friendly nearby that is scouting the Fletcher out, and it's unfortunate for the Fletcher. I fired at the enemy Fletcher with AP, and it was ineffective. It overpinned. He disappeared. No way I could possibly save his life. The enemy Run is going to engage me. I turn back. He angles away, and he does way more than me. It was way easier for him to turn away than it was for me. It's just part of the design of the ship. You want to be at your max range. You want to be as far away from the enemy to save your life. And then you can't really use your radar as effective as you would like. Now, as I pull away, I should have an advantage over the enemy. We get about 3k. I switch to HE. HE's going to be better in this scenario to me. The enemy is overpinning my superstructure, which is great for me. I'll take that every day. Miss your shot, you're not going to get a second chance. At least I hope I don't give him a second chance. The enemy has a 2-to-1 base advantage. The side that I spawned on is at a disadvantage. It looks like we lost a couple destroyers, and the aircraft carrier retreated to the other side of the map. The strong side for my team, which is what he's supposed to do. But, yeah, I'm not going to push forward. I'm not a madman. I'm going to take what the enemy is giving me, and what the enemy is giving me is a destroyer. I think he's trying to catch my friendly aircraft carrier. So I'm going to run Intercept. I would like to completely surprise him and devastate him. Soviet cruisers are very strong at taking out destroyers. It's unfortunate that there are also cruisers and battleships in the game, because those guys are really mean to Soviet cruisers, and especially this particular one. I don't think I'm unique. I just think this ship is really hard to use when you're going up against enemies that wait for a perfect broadside, have tons of AP damage, and here we go. Enemy Fletcher spotted 5k, we knock out his propulsion, he immediately uses his damage control, and he was completely out of position. He was rotating his guns, and as long as it takes him to rotate his guns, that's how long it's going to take his torpedo tubes, and here they come. I used my hydro in anticipation that this might be an option for the enemy. He hits mostly the island, only one is left. We drop him again by 3k, his propulsion is knocked out, and I avoid the torpedo. Since I've avoided the torpedo, I decide, okay, let's use the damage control on the two fires. And I'm not 100%, I might be in range of hydro to detect the Fletcher for the friendly. Either way, they can easily kill him, and it looks like my fire is not. Ooh, is my fire gonna kill him? It might actually be. It did. Wow, the Hipper had a chance to take the kill, and he missed the shot. And I just need to confirm, any torpedoes? No, we're good. Don't think he ever got a chance to send the second set. And my team is pushing really hard on the western flank. So the middle and the eastern flank is relatively open. We do have a friendly battleship that's a little crazy going into sea. Now this enemy Colorado is just chilling. I'm going to fire on him, of course. There's an island in the way. I am detected, though, because he's not the only one in the area. The detection shrinks, and with the island in the way, that single shot, I was actually off the radar. But, of course, we're back. Just like that. It's not a large island. But we're doing okay. He's on fire. I'd like to get another fire. He's not moving very fast. You can see it says he's about 6-7 seconds away. And usually you would lead by 6 tick marks. Obviously he's not going fast, so you just have to gauge with your own playstyle what exactly is going on. And he comes to a complete stop. Maybe he wants to go backwards. Ooh, he's killed off by the friendly... Is that Intercepts? No, it was a cruiser near me, I think. And he's got a friendly Admiral. Admiral AWOL. For whatever reason, he's also pushing forward, and he probably felt like, yeah, we've got a great chance to do something, and it is completely slipping away because he doesn't have any support. It looks like most of his team decided to go after that single battleship over by sea. It's a huge break for us. We can just wolfpack this guy down. He's got one fire on his ship. Do another 2k. I think this is the guy that puts the fire out with 1 damage control. Let's just check. Yes, indeed. He is the guy who uses damage control on a single fire, and you should use that to your advantage. Usually players have a set path that they portray for the entire match. Since he used it aggressively, I really want to set him on fire again, and there we go. This is going to stick. He's going to be out of range, though, with the island, so I'm trying to move the fire up the ship. Get some on the front. No. Mostly absorbed by his main battery. Maybe one shot? No, it's going to hit the island. But there's another battleship in the area. Larry! Larry, what are you doing? I think Larry's looking at me. At least his front guns were. Larry, don't you dare. Don't you dare fire on me. Fire on that battleship right next to me. Oh, Larry, why would you do it, Larry? I'm trying to get HE fires on him. He's a German battleship. Massive superstructure. Why not? Just need to get more lucky than I am right now, and don't hurt me. Okay, we're good. The enemy North Carolina that we set on fire previously died to my team, which was great. And we racked up some damage over time. DOT, as I like to reference, because that's sort of an MMO term. We finally set the enemy turrets on fire. How does that feel, Larry? And my teammate, he's pretty healthy. He's been able to use a heal and not take any damage from the enemy. So as I'm moving forward, it's very clear that the battleship is going to be the primary target. And whenever you want to engage, you really want to try and have some angle. And he has put the fire out, so we will know that he's vulnerable. Well, no, the fire's there. Must have just hit the tip of him. Wow. Just the tip, right? Yeah. Let's get some in the middle of his ship. I still do not know what type of player he is. Does he put it out? Okay, here's 2. This will tell me everything I need to know. Is he a 2-fire person or a 1-fire? And it looks like he's already used his damage control. He would put it out. I just think that is a normal play for a player. So, since he doesn't have damage control, it's very obvious that I'm going to run into an island again. This is Larry's fault, okay? I was too preoccupied trying to do damage to him, and I ran aground, and does he punish? Oh, he did like 6k. Could have been a lot worse, right? We got lucky. Now, since the enemy is dead, we didn't get the kill. Unfortunate. We did assist in damaging him. I think we did what? 20,000? Almost 20,000? I'm happy about that. The only other target I can go after is this enemy cruiser, the Kutuzov. And that's just barely. He's moving out of range, so I need to pick up the pace, go towards the enemy Notser. But again, the turn radius is so bad, you have to really give a lot of room in order to make turns successfully. So I made sure I was fully backed up from the island, and finally I'm going to move forward. Digger is still alive. I don't know how he's still alive. He's been under 20,000 for most of this game, and he's trying to kill him. I fire on the enemy turrets because he's in range, and the Kutuzov is not. I'm firing HE, looking for the fires, and you know what? Digger's dead! The friendly battleship, no! You shall not die in vain, my friend. I will assist you in the destruction of those enemies, and the first one will be picking on the super low health, and we hit the shot. Got a little lucky, but we only needed just the tip. He only had, what, 1,000 hit points, yes. And now we move on to the enemy turrets. Who is firing on me? Hard to starboard, hard to starboard. Looks like we're going to be just fine. You got to really play with the throttle and turn to avoid those shots. Most of the time, a player will just lead too much. And you definitely actively maneuver. You're going to have an advantage over the enemy. The enemy is burning 2 fires, at least on his ship. He is also under threat of torpedoes. And here comes another shot. Hard to starboard. Drop the speed. Drop the speed. We avoided it again. Pretty good. Pretty good. That's exactly what you do. And he's going to take at least 1 torpedo. Don't know if it caused a flood. But now he is definitely going to die. Who is going to get the kill? Probably the last kill of the match. And I want to be the guy that gets the kill. Come on. Come on, is this a shot? It is. And we get the kill on the enemy turrets. So I was pretty happy with the way that ended. Avoiding those shots, doing the consistent damage on the enemies, and intercepting that destroyer. We earned Confederate 3 kills, 10 fires, 110,000 points of damage done, 1,847 base XP. The Benson did a good job. Digger did a good job. Most of my damage, HE and fires. Most of the targets, destroyers and battleships. That's what works well against them. I hope you enjoyed seeing the Donskoi. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you next time.